So today I'll be showing you how to conduct basic analysis using WebCHIP 3.0. So the first thing you'll want to do is open a data set in WebCHIP 3.0. I have another tutorial explaining how to do this through the Data Counts website, and check that out if you are still unsure of how to do this. So we will open a data set here for you. Open WebCHIP 3.0, and as you can see on the right, this data set is from the American Community Survey from 2006 to 2008, and it's full-time year-round workers aged 16 and over, and you can find that description on the right-hand portion of WebCHIP 3.0. So the first thing you want to do is check out the command selection in the menu. If you click marginals, that will display all the percents and quantities for every category within each variable. And now we'll delete the marginals. The next useful bit of information in the command area is the cross-tab selection. So if you click that, that will allow you to separate a row variable and a column variable. So for this demonstration, we'll choose ethnicity for the row and earnings for the column. So as you can see on the right-hand portion, we have selected race as your row and earnings as the column. And if you've done this correctly, it should show up on the right-hand portion that you have selected these variables. So once you've selected your variables, you can click the table menu option, and underneath the table, you'll see a few available options to select from. The first is frequency. Frequency simply displays the quantities of every category by variable. So as you can see, this is the frequency table. Delete that. The next is a percent across, and that allows you to display a table with the percents adding up for the rows. This would be useful for this demonstration for these variables, but there are situations where you would use percent down, which also adds up the percentages, but for the columns and not the rows. So we'll do that there for you too. So as you can see, two different types of tables here. After making the tables, there's also the control selection, which allows you to separate the variables into gender, and in this one, or age. We can do gender for this demonstration, so we'll do another table, percent across, and as you can see, we have the percents for males and the percents for females. We'll go ahead and delete these again. And pressing release just gets rid of the control variable. So WebCHIP 3.0 also allows you to make very nice graphs. It's very easy to use. So for this one, we'll show you the bar chart. You just click bar chart, and we'll wait till it loads here. As you can see, this one might not be so useful for this. It does show a couple of interesting pieces of information though. You can also make a pie chart. So for this one, it'll separate by variable. As you can see, we have a bunch of different pie charts. This is a pretty useful chart for this specific data set. But, we'll go ahead and delete these now. And then you can also make a line chart, as I'm sure you know. This is obviously not helpful for this. It's more for a time, over time. And then a stacked bar chart, which for me personally is my favorite for this specific data set. As you can see, WebCHIP makes it very easy to make graphs. The next thing you can also do is under the Modify menu selection. If you click Omit, you can omit a variable from your chart. And if you select Combine, you can omit a category from your variable. And if you select combine, you can combine different categories for each variable. So we will select omit, and under the earnings, we can omit 50 to 69,000, let's say. So we've omitted that. We'll display a % across, and as you can see, there is no 50 to 69,000. We can also combine, as I said earlier. So we will combine now under 15,000 and 15 to 24,000. So select 15,000 and also hold down Control, or if you're using a Mac, press hold Command, and we can combine 15,000 and 15,000 to 24,000. Label it. So less than 15,000 to 24,000. Make a table, and as you can see, those making 0 to 24,000 have now been all combined. So this is how you do basic analysis on WebCHIP.